So next phase of the Integra build, we're going to be updating the electronics package on this car with modern electronics from HALTECH. So check this out, dude. Black and yellow box, black and yellow wiring harness, black and yellow car. I mean, come on, how perfect is this? The biggest pet peeve I have with my Integra is the OEM ECU slash like piggyback, right? So you can do like a P28 or you can do a Honda, but it's not really a standalone ECU like say the HALTECH R3 that I have right here. This is a true standalone ECU, and you can upgrade pretty much anything on this wiring setup in this ECU, right? You can add all sorts of sensors. You can add like a E85 freaking sensor. You can do flex fuel on this car, and you can do pretty much anything because it's a standalone. And I'm just gonna show you what we got here, because if you guys wanna step into this kind of racy realm, you might have questions on what to get. So first off, let me show you what I've got here in these boxes. So this right here is a reverse camera kit from HALTECH. I don't actually know what's inside this, so we're just gonna unbox these individually. Ooh, license plate frame mount? That's kind of cool. Not sure if I'm gonna use that. I might have to just drill this into my bumper, but oh, that's cool. Oh, look. That's a type of capsule it's got. Cool, it's like a GoPro lens or something. All right, put that aside here so I don't lose anything. And then this right here, I think this is the keypad. Yeah, so this is a keypad right here. So you can do a lot of CAN communication stuff. So right here, you can say, I'm gonna turn on the camera with this button. This is gonna be launch control. This could be lights, or this could be fuel, or whatever. Like anything that you could possibly think of that you need a pad switch assembly right here, you can use this. I think you can use this for starting the car as well, and other features. And then next, this is the brain of the whole assembly. This is the Nexus R3. Check that out. These are all off-road use only, by the way. So yes, don't drive your car on the streets if you're doing this, because you'll definitely get in trouble. Check this out. Ooh, Nexus R3. So on the back of this thing, where's the back? Oh, here's the back. There's the connections, all right? And this is, we're gonna talk about this later, but Rywire made me a special harness that goes from my B18 to the Nexus R3, and it's all plug and play. And then this right here is actually a map sensor, and we're going to be utilizing this map sensor instead of using the OG Honda map sensor that's usually on the intake manifold or like the throttle body area. And then this is just a little, this is kind of like a cable, you know, those cable boxes. It's for the antenna, by the way. And everything can be controlled via your laptop, and I think also Bluetooth. Yeah, I'm not sure. These boxes are total pain in the ass to close, by the way. And of course it closes when I move it. And then this right here is the gauge. Yeah, it opens like this. This is the UC10. I keep messing this up. Sorry, HALTECH boys. I'm just new to this. Look at that. Ooh, 10-inch display. Look at that. It's got all the communication stuff on the back right here. Pretty simple to install. And I did get a gauge cluster. Can't even freaking talk right now. I did get a gauge cluster surround from, I think, Mako Motorsports in Australia. And it just sits right in the OEM gauge pod. And yes, unfortunately, I'm going to be removing my spoon cluster, but don't worry. I think I'm going to build another Integra that's more streetable, and I'll put that on the streetable Integra. Next, we got a bunch of sensors over here. So this is the flex fuel fitting. This goes on each side of the flex fuel sensor. This right here, where the red things are, that's where these things go. So it's basically like a plug and play. So yes, here are the part numbers for this, just in case you guys need it. This is the CAN hub. So just in case you run out of CAN inputs on your ECU, you can use this, and you can pretty much put 4 channels of CAN on here. So like if you need to add accessories, that's what this is for. Do you really need it? It depends on how many CAN inputs you need. And then this right here is one of the sensors. So this is a fluid pressure and temperature sensor. Damn. I mentioned this the other day, but essentially this is 2 sensors in one. So I'm going to be using this for oil. so I can get oil temp and oil pressure with one sensor. You know, back in the day, you used to have to get individual sensors and make bungs, and it's kind of a mess. Then this guy right here, I'm pretty sure this is the fuel. Yeah, you could use this for oil as well, but this is just gonna be for fuel. So I'm gonna put this on the fuel rail somewhere or in the fuel system so I can have fuel pressure real time. Nothing worse than not having fuel pressure and oil temp or oil pressure. And then this is just air temp sensor, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you'll need one of these. Air temp sensor. And then this is the, what is this? Yes, the, what do you call it, wideband sensor. So oxygen sensor, so you can put a wideband in the car because the OEM one isn't really that sensitive, I guess. And I'm still missing a few items here, like my Bosch throttle body from HALTECH and my injectors. I'm going to be using ID1050X. So we are going drive-by-wire with this car. So instead of using the cable operated throttle, we're going to be using drive-by-wire. So we actually designed this whole harness with that in mind. So this is the part that goes to the ECU. Remember those plugs that I mentioned earlier? That guy right there. And then this goes to the firewall, as you can see. And then this is the engine side. I'm going to show you that later. But see this? This is for my throttle. So this is my throttle pedal input. And then the other side here goes to the actual throttle body. So we're going to be using a Porsche Bosch 82mm throttle body. And you can actually tune the sensitivity. So you can make it really slow or really fast. So yeah, if you think that the drive-by-wires got lag, it's because you're used to OEM type drive-by-wire units. Aftermarket stuff, you can really tune them to be really quick. And then this is the engine harness itself. I think I posted a really long video about this the other day, so you can go back and check that out. But this is the main plug that goes to the firewall. And then the other sides, these right here, these are basically for all your sensors. So yes, when you order this from Rywire, he's gonna ask you a few questions like, what type of injectors are you using? So we got injector dynamics plugs on here, and also the, what do you call it? The map sensors and all that stuff's been changed and all sorts of things. This is actually for the injector, apologies. Which one was this? Oh, this is probably for like the coil packs or something. Yeah, because I'm also going coil on plug. Now I did say way back then that I don't need coil on plug on my car at the moment. But since we're going full standalone, I might as well upgrade now because distributors are really expensive and I don't want to have to redo my wiring later and chop things up if I do decide to go coil on plug. Might as well go coil on plug right now. So we're gonna be using K-series coils, and then I have a special adapter plate that goes on the B-series and, you know, adapts all that stuff and keeps it hidden. So there you go. I know this is a really long video. Sorry I had to split this in two, but that's just the way things are. Nobody's watching an 8-minute video on Instagram or TikTok. And if you do wanna watch a whole 8-minute video of anything that I post that's long with 3 parts, I post them full length on my YouTube channel. Yes, I have a YouTube channel. I've had YouTube longer than TikTok and Instagram. So there you go. Thanks to Mr. Ryan Rywire for always getting my stuff done ASAP. And then Andrew at HALTECH for getting these things sent ASAP. So yeah, hopefully I can get this done within the next week or so.
A few moments later.
Dude, I was literally editing this video and the mailman came in and dropped this off. Overnight from HALTECH. Nice hat. This right here though is the beauty that I've been wanting to see. Bosch OEM throttle body, 82 mil. I think this is the same one in my Porsche. 82 mil right there, drive-by-wire. Yep, there you go, made in Germany. Literally looks like my Porsche one. Pretty sure it's the same thing. Now you can adapt this to Hondas, just you need a freaking adapter plate. All right, so make sure that you get an adapter plate and also an ECU that can control drive-by-wire. And you can do a lot of cool things with drive-by-wire. Like if you do sequential, it won't let you do certain things for safety so you don't blow up your engine, right? Like downshifting or whatever. Pretty cool. And then knock sensor. This is also an OEM Bosch part. Rywire told me to get this just for safety, you know, because the old, I'm not even sure if the B series has a knock sensor, if it's even sensitive enough. And then this is just the plug for the Bosch 82 mil. I don't think I need that because it's built into my Rywire harness. And then look at all the other goodies. Driving gloves, black and yellow. Haltech. That's so sick, dude. Got some shirts right here. Size small, because I'm not fat no mo. And then we got a Haltech sweater. Sick. What else? Haltech shirt. Man, freaking Andrew's been hooking it up over there, man. Look at that. Overnight parts from Haltech.